Oh, when you're pregnant, that's really hard. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's CaeRhae. So, today we're chilling. I meant to film this video like 2 hours ago, when Manny went to work, but then I fell asleep on the couch for 2 hours. Pregnancy, am I right? But anyways, guys, so today I'm doing my very first ever story time. Not that I've done many of the other style of videos that are on my channel, considering I've never been pregnant before. But yeah, this is the first time I've done a story time at all. The pregnancy updates I'm kind of getting used to at this point. But yeah, so if it's a little rambly and crappy, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. I wrote notes this morning, can't find them. So we're just gonna wing it. But today's story time is why I don't have any ultrasound pictures at 22 weeks. So let's go right ahead and get into our story time. So basically, when I first found out I was pregnant, I was only 3 weeks pregnant. I was on birth control. So if I hadn't been on birth control, I wouldn't have even missed a period by the time that I actually found out I was pregnant. And when I found out I was pregnant, they went ahead and did an ultrasound to confirm the pregnancy. But when the first ultrasound tech I went to check, all he could see was basically nothing in my womb, but then there was a cyst in my ovaries. The thing is, though, since he couldn't find anything in my womb, he was a little concerned at the possibility of the cyst not being a cyst, but rather being my pregnancy. So that would mean it would be an ectopic pregnancy. So the reason this matters for the story is because I had about 5 ultrasounds already. I've had 5 ultrasounds, and only one of them have I gotten pictures from. So reason being is because I guess, I'm not sure if this is everywhere, but this is the hospitals I've been to so far in Miami. They don't allow you to even see the ultrasound screen when it's considered like an emergency, or I guess when they're checking on scarier things, because you don't need to see something on the screen before a doctor is able to tell you what's actually going on and freaking yourself out, etc. So that's what I've been told. So when I went for the ultrasound at the hospital to go and see whether or not it was an ectopic pregnancy, they obviously didn't give me pictures. They checked, they confirmed that it was a cyst, they found my pregnancy. It was just very, very small because, like I said, I was only 3 weeks pregnant, and they confirmed that everything was good and sent me on my way. Then when I was at work, a couple weeks later, I tore a small part of my uterine line. It was super, super small, but it hurt pretty significantly. So being that it was still super early on in my pregnancy, I felt the need to go to at least an urgent care and get it checked out. So I went to urgent care. They did an ultrasound there, but again, to be safe, they sent me to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and I got an ultrasound again, and again they wouldn't let me see the screen while they were doing it. After the fact, when they found out everything was okay and that tear wasn't going to affect my pregnancy, that doctor, that emergency room doctor, let me take pictures on my phone of the ultrasound, but they couldn't physically print it out. So then, fast forward to 14 weeks pregnant. When I was 14 weeks, we actually had a real normal, like, go see your baby on ultrasound just to see your baby appointment, you know, like the normal appointment everyone else has without all the extra ultrasounds. So and this would be the first time that Manny got to see our baby, because every other appointment I had, he was at work and unable to go. And so this one was planned ahead and on our days off, and we were really excited. So we were really excited to go to this ultrasound and just see our baby and finally get some ultrasound pictures that we could take home, that we could send to my family, that we could show his mom. And so we were really excited. So we go look at baby. It was super fun and cute. She was moving all over the place, already showing signs of sucking her thumb, which is not a habit I love, but it was really cool to kind of just watch and see, like, just to see her, you know. It was cool. It was like, this is this life that we've created, and she's so special and she's so unique, and frick, man, it was so cute. But anyway, so it was super fun. So then at the end of the ultrasound, finally, without me even having to ask, the doctor printed my pictures, and I was like, frick yeah, now I get to like see my baby, I get to take her home. Like, obviously I'm taking her home with me every day, but especially early on in pregnancy, it's so nice to have that just like tangible, this is my baby, like thing, you feel me? Am I making sense? So, yeah, we got the pictures. We went in the lobby because I had to go back in for blood work. So we were sitting in the lobby, and my ultrasound pictures were printed on really, really thin photo paper, almost like receipt paper. That's how thin it was. And maybe I'm wrong, but every ultrasound picture I've ever seen, including my ultrasounds and my baby book, are like on this super thick, like, the best way to describe it is like old school, like Polaroid paper, like very thick and like has a film on the top. I don't know. Mine was not like that. It was like on a receipt. So while we were sitting in the waiting room waiting for me to go back and get my blood drawn, I noticed that even just lightly holding it, Manny and I lightly holding it for like taking pictures of it and looking at it, was leaving fingerprints, and it was getting really wrinkled. Like, just the oil from our fingers was just like creasing the paper super badly. And so then this is when I had my brilliant idea. I was like, so babe, when we're done here, we should go to FedEx or UPS and get them laminated. Okay, before you think I'm totally stupid, there's two kinds of laminating, and I know I'm not wrong because I Googled it. There might even be more, but these are the two I know of. There's one form of lamination where you put like whatever you want to laminate in between, like basically it's a hot rolling machine. You put it in a sheet of plastic, you put another sheet around it, you push it through this hot machine, and it seals the plastic by melting it around your picture. Sort of. I'm sure there's a better way to describe it, but whatever. The other way you can do yourself, you can get the supplies at a craft store. It's just like two sheets of sticky paper that you stick together with your item in the middle, and then you cut out around it. So I don't know why I thought that like FedEx would do that version, the latter version for you. But I was like visualizing that in my head when I said, let's go get these pictures laminated. Okay, so first and foremost. So Manny's like, yeah, okay, because he's supportive and he will do whatever I ask. So we get done, we're all Twitter-pated and excited. The guy in the parking garage didn't make us pay for parking. It was just like a good freaking day, you know? So we go to the UPS right by my house, and I go inside and I tell the girl at the desk, I was like, hey, I was just wondering if I could laminate these. And I show her my precious ultrasound pictures. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Yeah, I would love to do that for you. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. Like, I'm so smart. It's such a good idea. So she gets it all ready. She says, let me heat up the machine. Now that right there should have triggered in my brain, like, no, this is not what we want to do, because I know that heat on photo paper like that is not going to end well. It's not like sealed, so it's a bad idea. But I wasn't thinking, her even saying let me heat up the machine didn't trigger anything in my stupid, dumb, happy brain. I was just like, yeah, like still high on the fact that I was smart enough to melt my baby pictures. So she heats it up and she does it, and then she had put it basically in like a file folder, so you couldn't see the end result yet. She had to open it. So we're all waiting with anticipation, and she opens the file, and all like 5 or 6 little squares of different pictures of my perfect baby were just black. It was like a strip of black. And as soon as I saw it, I knew what I did wrong. It's like all the pieces that I knew separately, but my happy pregnant brain had garbled, came together, and I was like, bro. So I start freaking out inside, but immediately my first concern is making sure she didn't feel bad, because as soon as she saw it, she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I suck, I'm the worst, I just ruined your ultrasound pictures. Like, I'm not being dramatic, guys. She really looked like emotional about it. It really bothered her, and I felt super bad because I don't want to make anyone feel bad at work, especially if I'm the cause. It was my dumb idea. You know, she didn't know any better, and technically I should have known better. So the first thing I wanted to take care of, even though I was like crushed, was making her feel better. So I was like, look, no, it's totally okay. Like, I can call my doctor. We just left. I'm sure they still have it. Don't worry about it. So to her, I'm super calm. And so we leave. She was like, oh, I won't charge you for it. I was like, bless up. So we leave, and like I'm profusely apologizing to Manny. He's like, it's okay. We're just going to call the doctor. And I was like, okay. I'm still holding it together at this point, but on the inside, I am a mess. And so I call the doctor, and they're like, yeah, we still have it. Don't worry, you can pick it up at your next doctor's appointment. So I was like, cool. So we start driving home. Everything's technically handled. Manny's still in a good mood. Life is good. And I just burst into tears. Because when you're pregnant, like, nothing's really that easy. You feel me? Like, I couldn't have just, like, kept my cool and made it home. No. I, like, burst into tears, like hiccup sobbing, apologizing to Manny over and over again for destroying our baby pictures. I'm sure he is so confused because we just spoke to the doctor who said we can get them back. But I just felt so bad. I had not thought it through. I ruined these pictures that I had waited so long to get, or what felt like so long to get. Because I know some people don't even get ultrasounds until 12 weeks, and I was just 14 weeks. But since I'd already had so many ultrasounds and not had the satisfaction of just taking a picture of my child home, the fact that the first time I did actually get to do that, I destroyed them. Like, I don't know, it broke my heart, and I was so sad, and I was so disappointed in myself, and I was sad that I made the girl at work sad, and I was just like, come on, man, like, what is wrong with you? So, I mean, in the end, of course, Manny was able to talk me off the edge and comforted me and made me feel better. We have yet to pick up those pictures because, as I think I mentioned in my last video, my Medicaid got messed up, so I wasn't able to go to the doctor at all after that. So I've been since. Baby is good. I just haven't gone to my halfway point ultrasound yet. That'll be this upcoming week since I had to push it back. And at that point, I will pick up the ultrasounds from 14 weeks when I melted them. So yeah, that's why I don't have any ultrasound pictures, because I melted them. But yeah, guys, that was my story time. I know it's just me talking and it might not be that interesting, but I just thought I'd share it with you guys. It's just a unique memory from my pregnancy with my baby girl, and that's something I can always tell her down the road. But it'll be super cool if, you know, she could pull up this video and watch it for herself and be like, wow, that's exactly how my mom looked when she was so stupid that she did that one thing. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you like my content so far, don't forget to like, comment, and share. I'm just trying to build a community. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Besos.